Hello, my name is Dr. Lauren Smith, the Medical Director at the Massachusetts Department of Public Health. You are about to hear from a Massachusetts resident who quit smoking. When you listen to this personal story, I would like you to keep some things in mind. First, every person's experience quitting smoking is different. What worked for someone else might not work for you. But we do know that people who use stop smoking medicine or counseling are twice as likely to quit smoking for good. Next, if you choose to use medicine, you should know that only 3 types are approved by the FDA to help you quit. Nicotine replacement, including the nicotine patch, gum, lozenges, inhalers, and nasal spray. Chantix, which has the chemical name of varenicline, and bupropion, which is available as a generic, as well as the brands Zyban and Wellbutrin SR. Finally, talk to your doctor about quitting smoking. He or she can tell you about the choices available to you given your medical history. And make sure to talk to your doctor if you don't feel well while using any medicine. Remember, you can quit smoking.
The first time I tried to quit was in 1994 because I'd had a heart attack. For about 8 weeks I did real well. And then I started, and within 2 weeks I was sneaking out of the house saying I was gonna go to the store, whatever, and I started smoking again. I was committed like there was no tomorrow to smoking. I made many attempts to quit. I'd say almost all of them were very half-hearted. But in July of 2009, I was at my sister's house and I had a stroke. My wife had come back down with my youngest son, AJ, and they were in the room when the medical team came in and they were laying it all on the table. They said that the left side of my heart was running at 15% efficiency. They told me that I had to stop smoking. And at that moment, I still to this day firmly believe that when I walked out of that hospital, I was going to smoke again. And then I just happened to turn my head to the right, and my boy was there, and he was crying. He was crying like I hadn't seen him cry. And at that moment, I went from this cocky son of a gun to somebody who felt like the lowest of the low. Words can't do justice the way I felt right then and there. And then I turned back to the medical team and said, whatever we got to do. Whatever we got to do so I can, whatever it takes. Because in my mind at that point, whatever it took so that I didn't have to see that look on that little boy's face again, I was going to do. When the medical team came in, they were the ones that suggested trying Wellbutrin. The Wellbutrin, for me, personally, was a miracle. I mean, the only way I can describe it is, for me, that it took the edge off. It kept me from getting tense. It kept me from thinking about it. It kept me from setting myself up to fail.
I'm really happy my dad stopped smoking because he's been able to do a lot more activities.
I know that if I wouldn't have quit smoking, I wouldn't be here right now. And there's been an awful lot that's happened in the last 2 years that I would have missed out on. And I don't want to miss out on it.